that gravity can be understood as a curvature of space. So if you have an object like the sun that is exerting gravity, then what it does, it curves space, but while curving space, it also sends light around the object that has created the curvature of space. So, for example, if you watch the sun, then you could see that the images of stars are changed by the sun. You could see this very well at the solar eclipse. Now, so this connection between the physics of the very large, of space, curve, and optics, this allows you to design cloaking devices. How? Well, this is shown in these two diagrams. So if you pay attention to them, what you see on the right-hand side, this is what happens in physical reality. So this is called physical space. And what you see on the left-hand side, this is the illusion the material is creating for you. So the first thing is to use the tools of transforming space, that is assuming that what your material does is a transformation of space. And each point in physical space is mapped to a point in virtual space. In doing so, of course, pictures are changed. So the fish you see on the right-hand side, their images are distorted in the way the medium acts on them. And one of these fishes actually disappeared. How do you make this possible? Because you assume you surround the fish by some region in space, in physical space, and in virtual space, this region has become a single point. Now, a single point is invisible, and hence the object, the fish, has disappeared. So this is invisibility by demagnification, making something infinitely small. How is that connected to the bending of light? Well, you see this also from this picture, because the lines in this map of space, they are given by light rays. So the light rays in physical space are bent by the material. However, in the illusion, they are straight, because that's what you assume to see. So you always assume that the light rays are straight, and hence you have a straight line in the
Oh my
space.
God.
So this shows you how you can guide light around an object and to
Get
make
out of
it
here.
disappear, but also make the
You're letting it right to it.
invisibility itself invisible.
That's something.
Now, this is very hard to do in practice.
I got the
It really
handle.
has
Oh,
not
no,
been
that's why you
demonstrated
gave
in
it to
its
me.
full range in optics.
Thank you.
There have been a demonstration for microwaves.
Look at that.
But there have been a couple
So what
of
am I doing here
experiments
with this? Am
on
I
something related to this.
absorbing-
This is not to make something disappear, but to turn a round object flat.
Look at that.
In this picture again, using the example of fish, you turn a
All right,
football
let's test it
into
out.
a flat fish. And this
Oh,
is much
well,
easier
there
to
goes,
do
yeah.
in practice.
Ooh.
And in such a way that I want to
bite
show
my
you an
eye while I'm
example
doing it,
of
please.
an
Thank you.
experiment Where this has been done, not with fish.
Don't be in such a
fish
hurry.
in this
There's plenty of
research,
time.
but with a paper.
Oh.
So let's go to the lab and
Fucking
see
interrupt me like
what's
that,
happening
damn it.
there. These two gentlemen are
As
researchers
usual.
from Germany, from the University
Where do we
of
go?
Birmingham,
There you are.
Italy.
Whoa,
This is the
look at
device.
that. Uh-huh.
So let me
So look at
explain
this.
what you see
Look at
in
oh, there's the fiber.
So
Okay.
the crystal,
Well, this is the worm.
you see,
Look at
this
that
is the
thing.
cloaking
You see
device.
right there.
So this
Yeah.
it's a crystal
So we're
that
cruising.
dissolves in optical image.
We're sitting
Then
there
comes the
watching
paper clip
television.
behind that.
We're
And
sitting
then
there watching
the bottom
television.
part, this is simply part of a mirror. So
And then we come around
what
with this.
is now going to happen is that you're looking at an image.
we come around
that
with
we
this,
have
we
under
move.
that demonstration.
It's with it.
And reflected at this mirror. And then another aspect of this, you have to choose the right polarization of light. So like there's a polarization, therefore there's a polarization filter that you can vary. So you look the right or the wrong polarization at the image of the panda in the mirror. Without the cloaking device, you wouldn't actually see this clearly because the paper clip would block your field of view. But with the cloaking device, you should see the image of the panda. So let's see whether this actually happens in practice. So you see the first thing, this is the polarization filter. So the researcher is looking through the polarization filter at the image. You see it's blocked, and then with the right polarization, it has disappeared. So this is a demonstration of making a paperclip invisible. Sometimes we wish to make bureaucracy invisible in that way as well. But why stopping with optics? So you could also explore other kinds of waves. So for example, sound waves. And this is an image from research on cloaking of sound waves. So the person holds a little cloaking device in his hand. It doesn't work on light, you clearly see this for example, but it works for sound waves in water. That's interesting to the Navy, who want to hide large objects, submarines, from detection by sonar. So the experiment was this. So you put in a pool of water an object that scatters the sound, scan the image with a hydrophone, and then you put this cloaking device around it, and then you see that the sound is guided around it, and so such that the object has disappeared. But why would you stop there? So you could go further. So you could cloak other kind of waves on a gigantic scale. So these are earthquakes. Earthquakes are just waves. They are like sound waves, very violent ones, and they're the sound of the earth. So you could, in principle, use the same technique, the same idea as for cloaking light or sound waves, ordinary sound waves, to also protect buildings like bridges from the impact of earthquakes. And this has been demonstrated in a serious scientific paper, and it also involves some serious civil engineering for that. And it's done by drilling holes in the ground. So the material that reflects the equivalent of an earthquake was created by drilling holes on a regular basis on the ground, and then the digger you see in the picture was shaping the ground at the right frequency of the earthquake. And indeed what they could in the experiment determine is that the wave was indeed reflected from it. So there is a way to control waves on all scales, be it light waves, sound waves, or even earthquakes perhaps, and not only control to make undesirable waves disappear, but what you could also imagine, like in this arena here, that you could improve the acoustics of places by the right transformations of acoustical space in that respect. What limits research in this field is it's not the materials, it's the limits in the mind, it's the imagination. Following the saying of Albert Einstein that imagination is more important than knowledge, because knowledge is always limited to what you now know and understand, whereas imagination embraces the entire world and everything that there ever will be to know and to understand. Thank you very much.
The biggest poison in us is regret. It's poison. And I push so hard, and will, through my vehicle, which isn't meditation, which isn't health and wellness, which isn't nonprofit. My vehicle's business. I can't help it. It's what I love. I love building businesses. I love competing with you. I want to beat you. I love that game. But through that vehicle, I will always push a lack of regret and awareness to how good it really is. You're more than welcome to tell me about how bad it is or why you can't, because, or what, but it's just not true. Because if anybody ever did it, then you can too. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Nobody's listening. They may pretend they're listening. The market doesn't care. What you need to do is make one person happy, you. Then you can make everybody else happy. You know why I like making people happy? Because I'm already happy. And so I implore you to take this last little rant and really look at your fucking face and understand, are you doing the things that are putting you in a position to succeed? Not just in the business world, but in life. Because it's super important, because boy, when you're happy in life, your fucking business can roll. And so I'm just trying to figure it out, and I've been trying to figure it out in front of you for the last 7-8 years, trying to figure out the unlocks, EQ, IQ, self-awareness, hustle. I don't know what they are. You know why? Because like I told my man, it's 330 different unlocks. And so I'll go to all of them. They're all tried and true. And one might hit you. Yeah, it was hard work, because I'm actually lazy. I talk a good game, but I'm full of shit. Or it might be something else. But fuck, one. And so...